Hello and welcome back to the ESEA Season 14 Land Finals right here in Dallas, Texas. I'm Corey Dunn alongside Van Silly as we're about to kick off the Grand Finals right here in Dallas, Texas.
Everybody's already inside the server. The first map is going to be on D, Dust 2. They had a tough match, speaking about NiP, when they played against Curse. Close 16-14, a comeback game as well for NiP to be able to win this first map. Now compLexity is going to have their attempt at them. This is going to be good as well. Yesterday we talked about a grudge match as well between compLexity and Curse. compLexity coming on top of it. Not only are they making it in the Grand Finals, but they're also going to be representing USA at the ESWC Grand Finals. And Curse will have a shot at the second playoff that's going to be online, brought to you by ESEA.net. So make sure you guys find more information on that website. We are live on 3. Everyone is ready to go. Let's look at the roster rundown. For compLexity, we have Nothing, Sean Garris, Swag, Hiko, and Semphis. And for Ninjas in Pajamas, we have Fifth Lauren, Forrest, Freiberg, Get Right, and Exist. And this is going to be one good matchup. Let's get ready to go. We're done with the pistol round.
All right, so again, like you mentioned, we've got compLexity going to be starting off on the counter-terror side. I mean, basically the way that this works is against any type of Titan like NiP, you need to make sure you make the first hit, kind of stunning your opponent. Let's go and switch back over here, pushing up there towards Catwalk. You're going to see a lot of damage happening on both sides. NiP able to pick up those first couple kills. Back over here now with Sean Garris inside of the site. He's got Semphis there, but they're both going to go down. And so now it looks like Hiko won't even get the job done either. And so NiP, they only lose for Flaren, but they pick up the pistol round.
As close as that and as fast as that, NiP already got that pistol round. They had a quick boost going on for compLexity with 2 players on the catwalk from Sean Garris. Then he watched towards long. The last 2 guys watched towards mid to spot that catwalk, so the calls were made. It's just the shots were more on for NiP to win that pistol round.
Take a look here. You can see if they've got a P90 here for Exist. You're going to hear a lot of call-outs. It's going to be high energy all throughout this morning. Swag going to be pushing back around. He's going to get taken down. Switching back over to Nothing. They're getting dropped like flies. Now see if Sean Garris can pick up another kill. Inside the site is going to be Semphis, and Semphis is going to get taken down. But look how much damage they've caused so far as Hiko was trying to do work there. But a decent save round coming in there for compLexity.
That's right. The people that they dropped were people that had P90s. So the most important people with more powerful guns, Forrest, who's going to drop one for his teammate right here. But it's compLexity on that save. They had 3 guys push towards long A, 2 guys at middle to watch towards that catwalk. Then they all rotated back to all have 5 people towards long A to watch that catwalk and long. That's why we saw a little bit more kills for compLexity. It's a good gamble to expect NiP to work towards that long. Let's continue with the action right now as we are following Forrest, who is picking towards that middle through that smoke with the AK-47. We only have Semphis down to 83 as we peek out, though. He gets dinged from catwalk, and now he's going to be able to finally take down Swag. And now we already have a 5-on-3 situation. We have 2 people right now from compLexity holding that B-bomb site. A split coming in as Forrest going in for a headshot onto Hiko, who tried to peek himself by himself as well on catwalk. Now the A side is open. We have 3 guys from NiP who are going to work towards catwalk. Chop that. It's going to be Get Right. That's going to drop towards that middle. He's going to go one versus one against Semphis, and he's going to take him down.
Sean Garris is wondering why he was able to get shot there from CT spawn by Get Right. But in the end, now it's going to be 3-0 right now in favor of NiP. And we'll have to see what happens here during the first gun round.
Still another decent save, though, coming in for compLexity. Still getting 3 kills, so that means Sean Garris is going to be able to purchase an op, but no money left in the bank, so he has no head armor. Swag also has no head armor. They had enough money to buy guns, but maybe not enough money to full buy, as we also only have 3 kits for compLexity. So let's see what is going to happen there. Can they get this first gun round?
All right, you've got 2 players set up. That's Sean Garris and Hiko. Sean's going to go ahead and back up. He's got his teammate Nothing inside, but back over here inside of mid. A battle going on.
Good opening.
Semphis stays alive, but he was able to take out Forrest as well inside of mid. Swag is ready for that quick rotate if needed. He's in the backside of B. As Riley, you've got a couple players there inside the site right now. You've got Flaren, who's just lurking about there. Go back over here to Nothing now. They're going to rotate positions because, again, Semphis is very, very low on health, but he's going to have a conflict here in just a second. He does have Sean Garris right there watching that cross point. We'll go ahead and hop on board with him right now. As right now, it looks like they're going to go ahead and drop down. Nothing needs to be on the lookout. As now it's going to put Swag into a very tough position because they're going to be countering from all different sides right now. They've got 2 coming in there from the window side. He's able to take down Exist. And now it's going to be down to a 3-on-3 as they're going to start to rotate around over there towards that bomb site. And the bomb will get planted here by Get Right inside the site. They've got 1 right there in the backside. Let's go ahead and see how this is going to end up here. Pushing in now with, let's go and hop on board with Sean Gears, trying to get that opening pick there inside of window. He knows that 1's on the backside there on the platform. As looks like Hiko was taken down. Simphis is low on health. They're going to try to save their weapons here. Simphis does get by. And let's see if NiP is going to decide to go ahead and go for the chase here. They're going to might be able to get a spot there. And Sean Gears goes down. That's a huge frag right there. And Simphis is probably going to get spotted here as well, and he's going to get 1, and but will get taken out as well. That was a big kill there coming in for NiP on Sean Gears.
Simphis was very low on health since the beginning of the round. At least he was able to take down the first lurker, NiP Forest, at middle, but he was already at 4 HP. What NiP did there was they had 2 guys basically watch the flanks, which were Get Right at long and Fifth Laren at B tunnels, and they had the lurkers. Forrest tried to peek towards that middle, look towards that catwalk. He went down. After they waited a little bit, Fifth Laren finally tried to get the pick at B. They got the opening, they went in, but after that, when it was a 3-on-2 situation, it was very tough for Simphis.
Simphis pulls out the Deagle, picks up 1, and he takes down for Flaren. As they're throwing nades towards the backside of the site, Get Right is going to be right around there, but Exist will be able to pick up that kill. They're going to start to be able to rotate in. Just a very stereotypical, actually, I guess not considered stereotypical, but a very basic rush towards that B bomb site with Freiburg making the call-outs. Sean Gears looking for an exit here. He's being spammed down. He's going to get taken out.
Easy.
Hiko now outside of the tunnels. He's going to be chased down here by Freiburg. They know that they have exits to go there through CT spawn if need be, and that's exactly, you're going to see Freiburg actually take that exit. Again, just making those call-outs. This is how big communication is. You can see that Hiko is probably, may actually find Forrest if he decides to be able to push in here. He's going to be right there, and will he be able to take him down? Yes. He does! So there you go. Forrest didn't want to take the CT exit, but again, 5-0 now in favor of NiP.
P that knew that compLexity was in a safe round. They had the B spawn, so they just went straight for B. Nothing more you could say there. Hiko looking for exit kills. He was able to get the kill on Forrest, but he waited a little bit too long to try to get the kill and get a gun. So that's only $300 that he got with the kill, but he still has to buy a full Colt.
They're going to try to double off there inside of mid. While we have a moment here, I want to kind of talk real fast. Actually, we may not. Let's go ahead and switch back over here to Hiko.
Yeah, he actually bought an M4A4 instead of a Colt, actually, in his inventory.
All right, let's go back over here to Simphis. Simphis just around the corner, going to be completely blind. We're about to see some action here inside of mid. He's going to get taken down. Now back over here. That's Swag, who's holding down the B bomb site. He scopes in, able to take down another one. And a no-scope picks up 3 so far here with that AWP. Swag, it doesn't matter how early it is, he's still going to town. As now Sean Gears with the up. Oh, nice. No, you're kidding me. Swag picking up 4 there. As you can see, you've got that 4 kills coming in for Swag. That was huge.
2 up set up right now for compLexity as they did the last round. Get Right had a good strat going. They went for a 2-2 split, having 2 at middle and then having 2 at B tunnels. Actually, they had 3 at middle with Get Right, just holding a little bit more further back for that flash over mid for his teammates to get through. But Swag holding inside that site, shots left after right, and he is connecting so far, holding that B bomb site. compLexity finally has the first point on the scoreboard here on the first map, and this is the first best out of 3. compLexity coming from the lower bracket finals.
All right, let's go take a look here at the setup here on the offensive side for this default. One of the things that we're seeing a lot of is they're pushing there towards that middle side. They're challenging against Simphis. Sean Gears is on a nice little rotate. He's going back and forth between along, but he's trying to be there for Simphis when need be. Let's go back
and also
over
for nothing as well on that catwalk.
Right. Let's go ahead and take a look here. We're on board now with Hiko. Hiko, he may get spotted here. He's got Freiburg, who's just on the other side. Be on the lookout for Freiburg to drop inside a CT spawn if he gets a chance. Flashbang, perfect pop flash. That's going to be able to push here towards the side. Let's go ahead and go back around there. Hiko had a kill there with Simphis. As here comes the flashbang. He's going to come pop out there, smoking off Sean Gears right now. Simphis does rotate there. got the Colt hand. He's going to spray away.
Nice shot.
No, look at this. He's able to stay alive long enough. Back over here to Sean Garris. He misses that shot. He's going to be able to backpedal. It's going to be down to a 2-on-3 right now. Both of them are on catwalk. And they're going to go ahead and back away. They're going to allow them to kind of have this site for right now. And they're saying that, hey, they can't go long. They can't go catwalk. We know that they're going to be heading over here towards top A. Actually, Sean's still watching the flank right now. Oh,
yeah,
he spotted him
platform.
just on the edge. Let's go back over here now to Simphis. And he's going to get taken down now inside. It's got two double ops here going on as now Sean Garris is going to try to be able to pull this one off here. And he's going to miss that bottom shot there. And then a round comes in here for NiP.
Yeah, I don't know if that retake strat was a good idea, but, you know, the action went slow a little bit at the initial push on catwalk after, so maybe they thought that NiP was going to fall back because catwalk was still open. That's why one of the compLexity members that was actually rotated over, it was Simphis, went back towards that middle just to spot that catwalk. They knew they were cornered, but the off shots weren't hitting here as Sean Garris is trying to get that bomb planter down, which was exist at that A site.
Simphis has no fear. When he has that deagle in his hands, going ahead. Let's go and switch back over here and see what they've got there. Looks like they are going to kind of set up some type of plan of attack. They're going to leave Get Right there by himself. As Get Right is dropped down to low health, they're back over here to Sean Garris. Hiko's going to be there to help him out. So far, been able to pick off Freiburg. 2 down here for compLexity. Make that 3 now. Simphis falls. As Sean Garris is starting to rotate. Back over here to Hiko. All right, so now it's going to be left up here to Hiko. Down to a 1-on-4. And you do have, switch over here to Get Right. Get Right's still waiting. Bomb has been planted. That's probably going to end up being over here towards the exist side. And Forrest will be able to pick up the kill. 7-1 now is the score here. That was a save round coming in there for compLexity. Where are we sitting at right now? So we've got Simphis, for those of you at home. Simphis is sitting at 6-8. Swag 5-7. Hiko 3-6. Sean Garris 3-7. 1-8 for nothing. As for Forrest and the rest of NiP, we've got 9-4, 11-4 for Freiburg. Get Right at 8-2. Exist at 7-3, and from Flaren, pulling up the rear with 1-5.
And, you know, we were talking about players that needed to step up, that needed to stay on point. Nothing was playing a great tournament so far. His 1-8, he was low on money as well, only at $1,500 the round before. So with the money system, he's only able to afford a FAMAS in this round. And only 1 kit on the back of Hiko. So I think they desperately need to win this round. They're all sitting at 0 so far, except for Hiko with 1,000.
Exist going to go chasing after Sean Garris. Nothing's there. Great little teamwork that happened there with Sean and Nothing. As he started to push up. Exist had a perfect pop flash to take out. There's Nothing was pushing over there towards catwalk. He's going to get taken down. Hiko's going to exchange now. He's able to take down from Flaren. Let's go back over to the other side as they're going to be rushing towards long A right now. Top A is open. Bomb's going to try to get planted here by Get Right inside the site. He's going to go ahead and fall back now as Hiko was able to take down Forrest. You have one player that's going to be heading over there towards long A. That's going to be Freiburg. Get Right spots Hiko. Let's go switch back over here to Freiburg. Freiburg, he's going to get taken down. He does drop one. It's going to be down to a 2-on-1 left up to Get Right. Get Right utilizing these barrels. As he peeks back out into the open, Simphis going to be pushing up here, and he looks for that game of whack-a-mole,
nice.
But Simphis stays alive, and Hiko finishes things off. As score now is Hiko does have a kit, and so it looks like they will make it 7-2 now.
Yep. Yeah, good thing Simphis left it there for Hiko. Communication is important. Hiko let them know that he had a kit. If not, they wouldn't have enough time to go for the defuse. NiP on their side would just win for a basic 3-2 split at long A. Sean Garris couldn't connect his op shot from that goose area, so NiP, that's why they were able to retake that site. But the retake itself came for Hiko that was able to get a nice 2-kill there.
Yeah, one of the things to always note, just the minimal things that matter. You know, you notice that Simphis hopped on the bomb defuse right away, and he was talking with Hiko to see if he had a kit or not. He pulled off right there in time. You didn't have to worry about any type of delay. You still hop on it regardless, just to make sure that in case your teammate didn't have a defuse kit. But luckily enough, now you can kind of know what your teammates have.
Yeah. But this round, though, full gun round. Another one here, as Nothing wasn't able to get to an upgrade. He's still with the FAMAS. They're going to work towards that middle for NiP again, trying to go against Simphis at middle. but he has fallen back to sack the B bomb site, and nothing is going to be playing middle. So they're playing a rather open, long A bomb site strategy.
Yeah, you can take a look here. This is over here by Hiko. He's playing very close quarters there at the long A double doors. He can make those early call-outs. He gets spotted by Get Right. One of the things to note for those of you at home that don't know, the way that the players are being able to spot through the smoke is not based off of actually visuals looking at the radar in the top corner. They can spot them through the smoke. That's where Get Right, all he was doing was scanning. And then from there, he shot him through the smoke there. So that's just something to note for those of you at home that are curious. As exists right there. Freiberg, oh no, gravity is an impact as he's going to fall. Let's go back over here to Swag. Swag inside of mid. He's going to worry about his backside, but he has a teammate there. Let's see if they might be able to pull something out. But be on the lookout for Get Right. Get Right's going to be flanking here in just a moment. And he might be peeking out here in the right time. He's able to take down one, make that two. Now as we go back into it, over the top. Wow. Swag, if he can get this kill, is going to be big. Coming back down, and oh no, Forrest picks him off with a no-scope. As now score is going to be 8-2. Huge flank by Get Right.
Yeah, exactly. He was playing the lurker role at long A. He did a very good job, timed it very well, caught two people off guard on a rotation as soon as they overtook that B bomb side. They thought that maybe there was going to only be one lurker because nothing was playing elevator. And then when Freiberg tried to jump across, he was being shot down, and that's why he cratered. He only had about 3 HP left until he landed on the ground.
Forrest shot Swag through the double doors. It is a save round coming in.
Yep.
Looks like it's a complete save round. No armor, no nades. Full save.
Yeah, we got a P250 and a 5-7. P250 being wielded by Sean Garris and 5-7 by Hiko. With the flank now, Sean Garris.
Yeah, so it looks like now you're going to see Hiko. He's going to be flanking around. Inside the site is going to be Simphis. Now Hiko with his 5-7. So Hiko did buy, but bought his pistol of choice.
Exactly.
So 9-2 right now on that save.
I was just talking to Easy BK yesterday a little bit about the 5-7 because it was funny for me as a comment in 1.6. Nobody really ever used the 5-7.
Right.
He was saying how the 5-7 now is a little bit more accurate in go, as well as the armor penetration is still pretty decent. So for the price you pay for it, some people prefer the P250 for a little bit more power, but the 5-7 for its accuracy.
Forrest watching inside of mid. Again, for your defensive setup here, you've got Swag and Simphis who are going to be playing there. Look out for nothing, though. He's going to be creeping up here.
And they spotted each other, too, though.
Yeah, so Flaren is going to back out. They're going to completely take over tunnels right now. They did scan and they spotted. You can see what's happening here for Flaren. Well, now he's just going to be spamming through the smoke. Let's go back over to the other side right now. You can see that Sean Garris is pushed up here onto Catwalk. You've got Hiko right now. They're inside of the site. Now they left. Nothing right there.
Exactly.
Up on top.
When they pushed 3 guys in tunnels and they saw that Fifth Laren fell back and smoked, they definitely know that NiP is working towards that A bomb site. So
Generally.
Rotated back and stacked 4 people at A with only nothing at B.
The main thing I believe is no one has been actually spotted at this point over there towards A. Now, again, Get Right falls back into his role. He's going to make sure that no one flanks his teammates over here inside of mid. Still working their way up here towards long A. Bomb carrier is going to be able to push in here. Freiberg's been spotted. Nice cross there by Swag. He's able to pick up one. Back over here. As let's see if they might be able to maintain here. Still looking inside of mid, but Simphis, or make that nothing, should worry about Get Right here in just a moment. As Get Right's right there, and nothing will be able to take him down. Back over here towards the top A side. As now it's going to be left up to Freiberg. Nice. Freiberg's been able to pick up 2. Can he pick up the ace and shut this one down? As he spots one. There's Swag, and Swag will be able to pick up that kill. 3-9 now.
And nothing also able to pick up an AWP left behind. He's going to be able to give that over to Sean Garris to op on the next round. That was Force op that got dropped. Then, like I said, that stack at A was very good for compLexity, but as they saw no action, they started to creep back towards that middle, which kind of gave that advantage for NiP to get through and get that bomb plant down. At least the retake was good because it was a faster retake for compLexity.
All right, let's see if Force can get a pick here inside of mid to start this one off. He's going to be shooting there through the smoke. Uh-oh, he spotted one. They now know for a fact that nothing is pushed up inside of mid. And luckily, his teammates smoked out for him. And that may have not even been his teammates. That may have been one of the members from NiP who lofted out that smoke. And there goes 2 members. They're going to drop quickly. Simphis picks off of Flaren, though.
A tiny aim out going on from B tunnels all the way to T spawn for those that exchange of kill that happened.
Sean Cares is going to know that they're going to be coming here from Catwalk now. Here comes some flashbangs. Nice pop flashes. One of the things I'm really liking about NiP is they have a lot of great pop flashes. And draws in Sean Cares. Trying to pick off one there. And he's going to get headshotted. Wow.
Simultaneous kills. Now the tides have turned. What was a 3-on-2 is now a 2-on-1.
Oh, great shot there by Simphis. Now he knows where Exist is at. 45 seconds left here. A lot of time to play with here. Using the elevation changes. It's one of the benefits here. Just that little variances in the ground, the different levels that are there, it just allows you to peer over just the top of that railing at times. Simphis is actually backtracked there. And so far, Exist has had the upper hand here. Now he knows that he can go ahead and go for the plant. He can go ahead and push up there. Exist knows where he's going to be coming from. And they're going to be playing a little bit aggressive here. They're both going to do the same exact action.
Nice.
And Simphis takes him down. It looked like, I think it's one of the harder things is you can find your headshot level there easier on the flat ground looking at a railing or looking at the ramp. And for Exist, not saying it's impossible, it's harder to maintain that headshot lane or the headshot level.
Yeah, well, I was actually in a point of view Exist on that 1-versus-1. Actually, he had a good lineup for a headshot from his elevation spot, but it's just because Simphis actually creeped out and peeked with a crouch. So actually his crosshair ended just above Semphis's head, and Simphis got the better shot out of it. So compLexity gets that clutch. Could have lost that 3-versus-2, but Simphis comes in to win that 1-versus-1. Now the score is 9-4 in favor of Ninjas in Pajamas, with 2 more rounds to go in this first half on those 2.
All right, so NiP has the lead here on the terrace side, feeling comfortable where they're at right now.
Oh yeah. Nothing still having to play a good game overall here. He's only sitting at 3-12 now.
compLexity, of course, also, for those that don't know, they feel really comfortable on their CT side on DE Dust 2. Kind of different from what most players have. Freiberg, he's going to get spotted. Here goes Nothing. He's going to switch over to the USP, and he taps away onto Nothing. He's still staying alive.
Oh, man.
Doesn't have any ammo on any of his weapons.
20-12, nothing else.
Right, exactly.
No time to reload.
32 bullets collectively between your primary and your secondary.
But at least he fell down by taking 2 of the most important players in their team.
There goes Simphis as they're picking them apart now. Let's go back over here to Get Right. Get Right lurking inside of mid. And Simphis will be able to finish off Get Right there inside of mid. So far, as we look at it, of course, if you're just now tuning in, NiP was able to pick up the pistol round, then they went on a 5-round streak. And from there, Swag had a very impressive 4K with the AWP inside of B. That definitely will be a highlight reel. He was shutting it down all by himself there. And then we kind of NiP went for a run there again. That's where now we've seen 4 rounds in a row come in here for compLexity.
One thing that's interesting so far is if you look at the health, you don't see a little helmet on Swag's emblem there. So he doesn't have head armor, but he still has $3,400 left in this round. I'm not sure why he didn't buy full armor.
It's one of those interesting things. I actually have kind of questioned it myself over time, is whether or not it really makes sense to have head armor this late in the game. We'll kind of get into that after we go through this round of Swag. He's going to be stuck inside the site. He's going to get taken down. They're going to go to push in. Look out for Hiko. Hiko's right there. He's going to spot for Flaren. Nice controller with the recoil. And now he's going to have to worry about another player. Exist is playing close quarters now. Down to a 3-on-3. It's going to switch over, allow them to kind of let this one pan out as Nothing is trying to take a peek here inside the site. Get Right just on the other side. He headshots Get Right, and now Nothing turns on another one. Coming inside the site, switching, and he almost had the chance there, but Freiberg picks him off. 10-5 is going to be your first half score in favor of NiP.
So I just want to discuss quickly this helmet thing. So he had enough money to buy head armor, but he didn't. I guess for a lot of people that are saying that you know, the AK-47 is an accurate weapon on the terrorist side. It's easy for them to get headshots as well with it, and being accurate, it's actually a deadly weapon. But if you buy that head armor, if that could save you at some point from a dink instead of a headshot, why wouldn't you go for it if you have 3,400 left in the last round?
In the last round, right. No, I agree with that. But in general, just talking about throughout the game, because so many players, they just aim for the head. And either way, usually a one shot from the AK to the head is going to finish you off anyway, no matter if you have 100 health or not. So the head dinks are not as big of a component here. So just kind of looking here, seeing if we're ready here for the game now. As, again, score 10-5 here in favor of NiP as we head back into it. We do have the scoreboard working now for you. But again, it's a thought process I've gone through. I still buy head armor, but it's something that I've thought about because whenever you talk about these very powerful weapons, now that doesn't save you through any type of wall bang, anybody trying to shoot you through the door and you get head dinked. It's better to go ahead and have head armor then because you will not get finished off through there. But anything out in the open, usually if you get headshotted by any of these main rifles, or any of the rifles for the most matter, you will be taken out there. So at last round, yeah, you should be buying head armor regardless, especially 3,400.
And especially when NiP committed towards that B bomb site as well. That maybe could have saved you.
It may have saved him for a kill, but it may have actually saved him for the round because one extra kill would have made a difference in that round because it was down to a 1v1 with Freiburg and nothing. And nothing has been so impressive throughout this game. We'll actually have the chance to look at the scoreboard now to know exactly how effective he's been.
So again, we're going to start this second half pistol round, this time NiP on the counter-terrorist team, while we have compLexity on the terrorist team. Interested to see how NiP is going to set up their pistol strat.
Now we'll take a look here at their defense. As right now, letting things go here. Decoys inside of mid there. You can make it look like they're all spamming inside of mid right now. It's an interesting setup right here. You can see those all look like they're spamming. Let's go and switch over here to Freiburg. Freiburg, he's going to be able to pick up a beautiful headshot with that P2000. As now they're able to take out Get Right as well. As we're back over here, you can see that Force going to be backtracking here from CT spawn. He's going to try to be able to pick up some headshots. No, look out, Simbas. Simbas has been able to pick up 4 in the round. A huge pistol round. Can he be able to finish things off here? As he's right there showing how overpowered that Glock still is. Of course, he's got the Dragon Tattoo skin. He's got a lot of rares. Great community for him.
But still, what an impressive round for Semphis. Similar strategy on a pistol round for NiP as compLexity, as they boosted 2 guys fast on catwalk with the spawns. Meanwhile, the last 2 guys are rotating towards B. Actually didn't hold the double doors. They actually went all the way into B. Because of that smoke that was thrown by compLexity, compLexity was actually just able to storm up on that catwalk. And Semphis, like you said, on point with the overpowered Glock.
Forrest trying to pop some shots down with the P250. Taking a look now. Interesting tactics and making sure that they don't play aggressive, forcing the long-range battle there. And Semphis actually picks up another one now. Working on that. On this KDR right now. Let's go ahead and see here as we look here. Starting to be able to push up here inside of mid. They're going to spawn him as they're going to rotate it back around now. Exist already knows that he has something going on here. And now we're back over here to Get Right. Now it's going to be down to a 2-on-5.
Bomb has been planted.
And Exist will go down. And finally, able to pick up 1 there by Get Right. Just long-range battles. They're forcing the distance and making them have to make some really great shots there. So now it's going to be 10-7 here in favor of NiP.
That's right. And now NiP on their side are going to go for another full save. So no surprise by going on as we usually see throughout this tournament for compLexity. NiP is going to play a little bit more calm and count on their pistols for a 3rd time in a row.
You're going to need to get more than just 2 kills to try to even think about doing any type of surprise buy.
That's true.
But let's go and take a look here. You can see that he was looking through the sliver right there. They're actually going to be heading over here. And tried to make a kill happen there. They're just dropping now, one by one. They did take down Hiko. So far, NiP on the second half have averaged 1 kill per round. But, I mean, they're going lights out there in the first half. Now we're going to see our first real gun round.
That's right. You only had nothing that watched the flame towards that long A for that rotation from that middle barrel.
Look at that. So they've got their M4s here. They feel more comfortable with the M4. Force is the only player. This is actually something to note here for those of you that don't know. Force is the only one that has adopted the Colt for NiP all tournament long.
Because he's got a stat track.
Because he has a stat track.
Look at that counter, 152 kills so far on his gun.
Little battle going on here between Get Right. I believe that is going to be Hiko. Sean Garrett's going to work his way up there. Still pushing up. I don't believe Get Right hasn't even shot a single bullet over here right now. They won't know really that he's over here other than the fact they probably spotted him. Now he's going to throw another smoke grenade there. Going to slow them down even longer. Great approach there. Go back over here towards Forest here inside of mid. They're going to be able to push up here. Taking a look now over here with Exist. He's accompanied there by Freiberg. He's ready for a pop flash or counter flash to slow them down again. 35 seconds left here in the round. They haven't made that initial push there. They're going to have Swag take a look there inside of mid. Here comes a flashbang. Freiberg now is going to go ahead and continue to hold his position. Coming up there is going to be nothing. Nothing's going to get taken down. Pushing around now. They're going to go back and forth there. Simpus is in a battle now. Swag just picked up one there inside of mid. And Freiberg peeks out at the right time. Now it's going to be left up. There goes Hiko from the other side. They're going to try to push down on both different sides, but there's not a lot of time to work with here. Hiko going to be pushing up. 6 seconds left here in the round. He's going to go chasing for at least a couple more kills there. Hopefully he can get taken out. He's going to have to fall back now, and he probably won't be able to stay alive too much longer. And he's going to get taken down, so he's not going to acquire any money there. So he's going to be stuck at that 24.50. And so 11-8 now is the score in our first gun round.
Freiberg and Exist, the only two getting all the frags here for NiP on that last round. So a good job to hold that A site because compLexity actually went for a time push everywhere. And Hiko was just a little bit too far behind after all of his teammates has fallen down. 6 seconds, he tried to go on a hunt to try to catch NiP off guard and maybe try to turn the situation around. But it was very tough for him as he missed that initial shot. He got partially blinded, so he couldn't get that first kill on the A platform.
Hiko was, since he did have 24.50, he was capable of getting a Galil through the process, but he doesn't have any body armor. Just a decoy and a flash to work with. So we'll see how much of an impact, but they did need to make something happen here. Back over the top now. You can see they picked up at least one. Freiberg goes down. Get Right's going to go ahead and fall down here towards the CT spawn. He has a teammate that's over there towards long A. That's going to be Exist. Going to be on the lookout for the flank here. Swag's going to get taken down there now.
He got caught reloading. After only bursting 3 bullets through that smoke, he tried to reload. Forrest just ran through and picked him off.
And pushing up now. Now you can see that Get Right's been able to pick up one. Flare just on the other side. They're going back and forth now. It's going to see we've got Exist and Forrest inside, working their way towards the A side. Back over here now as Forrest is going to be completely blind. Back over to Exist. Exist pushing it down to a 2v1. Left up to Sean Gare. Sean coming on the backside. He's going to get headshotted there by Exist. And the bomb will continue to tick away. And they will be able to get the defuse here. 12-8 in favor of NiP. Just a solid retake there by NiP.
It was just so unfortunate for compLexity because NiP left that long A, or should I say the catwalk, so open. They went for the strat where they had 1 push long, 1 play towards car, 1 inside spawn, and 2 stack inside B. So nothing, being able to get that opening kill on A was easy for compLexity to come in and get that bomb fly, but somehow they couldn't hold their spots on the hold on their side. It's just the roles have switched with the bomb plan going down, and again, Swag, the timing police.
All right, Nothing is going to pick up the first kill over there. Make that Get Right's picking up the first 2 kills, one of which was Nothing. And so now it's going to be left up to Simpus, Swag, and Sean Gares. They're going to contest here inside of mid. Sean Gares was spotted over there towards catwalk. Actually might work in their favor right now. Gitright's pushed all the way up to long ADD, so he's going to hold that position. Go back over here to Forrest, who's been hit, dropped down to 13 HP. And they'll be able to push back over the top there. Now they know exactly where he's at. Going to continue to try to be able to spam, focusing on him. But Flaren just on the other side, rotated in. They already have Freiberg in here. They're not going to go. But look out for Freiberg. Freiberg picks up the hat trick with the AK. He had those double doors on lock. Just peeks out, helps out his teammate for Flaren, and picks up a 3K.
Now you mentioned this, Dunn. NiP, very good. You're impressed by their pop flashes. I think this is the difference that we see so far. compLexity, after they got that bomb plant, they went and bought again with Galils and everything, but they didn't have enough to buy nades or flashes. That's why they're running into the sites without really any pop flashes, without any smoke for cover. So they're putting themselves out in the open, while NiP on their end were able to get those pop flashes in to commit right after. So compLexity is really counting on their aim so far on this.
Oh, nice wow. And Simfis comes out with the illegal deagle and picks up 2. Can he make it 3 as Freiberg is now stuck over here in this corner? He does have his teammates. They've already started to rotate. No one's inside of B now. As Freiberg picks up 3 so far. Again, shutting down this round. And it's going to be left up to Swag. And even Freiberg caused damage to that blast player there being Swag. 14-8. Freiberg.
So counting on aim is not always a bad thing sometimes with Simfis doing such a good job on that save. But now that they're going to go on a full gun round, maybe they have to think about getting those nades. So you do see on the scoreboard now only Sean Garris with a decoy because he did purchase the expensive AWP. Tried to pick towards that middle, but no peeks there.
All right. Gitright right now also has an auto sniper. Look at this. He's checking to see over the top here, seeing where he can spam at. Another smoke comes in to kind of bloom even further now. Let's take a look over here with Flaren. Flaren holding down this bomb site by himself. He has Gitright, who's close quarters. Hiko able to take down Freiberg over there towards long A. That battle will continue. Uh-oh, it's nothing. Actually picked up that kill inside of mid, taking down Gitright. See how much money that left Gitright with 150 after buying the auto sniper. As right now they're kind of starting to be able to move around the map here. Let's go and look back over here. See that you've got Forrest right now taking a look there. He spotted Swag there inside of mid. You've got 3 players moving over there. Swag able to pick up another one as he backtracks over there, and Swag picking up his second frag on the round. He will get dropped there by Flaren. That's going to be down to a 3v1 now. Flaren moving over there towards Catwalk. Take a look here. You've got Sean Garris, who has an op in hand, and he misses that first one. And for Flaren, no reason for him to try to be able to take this one here. As you take a look, you can see where the current money's sitting at. 78.50 for Freiberg, 38.50 there for Forrest. So they'll be sitting okay to buy for the next round. For Flaren as well. Again, Gitright bought an auto sniper in that previous round. And so he'll be able to get dropped here in AK if need be. Exist will probably get dropped as well.
Yeah, and that's good for Flaren. Sorry, they'll be able to fall back from Catwalk to B because after getting that kill on Swag, Swag definitely is going to have to call it out and say, all right, well, the last guy is at middle, so they know he was coming up on Catwalk. So all the 3 guys converted for compLexity to aim towards that Catwalk as the bomb was planted. It was going to be very hard for Fifth to come in and try to get a frag unless he cut some people off guard to narrow down the situation, but a 3-on-1, better for you to come back and save.
All right, as we take a look there, Flaren's going to actually keep the AK, but he did drop one of his teammates. And, so that's how everything kind of panned out there, allowing players to get full nade sets. I've got 3 kits. That's all they needed, really. Flaren pushed over here. He's going to get grouped up here with Forrest. Pretty typical there. Gitright and Exist working over there towards long A together. And then Freiberg holding down Catwalk. He's been so effective in this game so far. He's sitting at 10-5 here in the second half, just holding that area down. The battle will continue between Gitright and Hiko over at long A double doors. As right now they're kind of working back and forth. We're probably about to see some type of B rush here by compLexity here in just a moment. Force is just outside the double doors, ready to watch mid. He really doesn't have any true mid cover right now. They're probably going to wait here and see if Nothing or Hiko can make something happen here. They're just on the other side. Here comes the smokes and flash. He's going to start to make a peek here for Flaren just on the other side. He's going to get spotted there by Swag. As now they're going to wait for the rotate to happen here. both Hiko and Nothing are in great positions to give some cover fire there if need be. They're going to be watching inside of mid. Nothing able to take down Freiburg. Bomb planter will. The bomb will not get planted, and Forrest is inside the site. Switches to the AWP. He's going to get taken down. Back over to Exist. Exist inside of mid. He's going to get shut down as well. A great just overall as we look at what happened there during that round. You had Nothing who was waiting over here, Hiko who was waiting over here, and they had 3 players that were going to start to work here inside the site. During that time frame, it was just a perfect opportunity because Freiburg kept backtracking over here towards Long A because they didn't know exactly where they're going to be coming from. And so it left only Forrest and Flaren over here to cover this area, and Nothing and Hiko, once the bomb got into the site, they were able to kind of work from there. Now it's going to be a save round here for NiP.
Yeah, and while this save round is going on, something else that I wanted to add, the round could have still went for NiP though, because when Sean Garris picked up that bomb and went for that plant at double stack boxes, his teammate wasn't watching that window. So even though they had a 3-man advantage, compLexity was so far out to come in, the rest of the members were so far out in the map to come back and help their teammates to overtake the B site. If Forrest actually stayed alive and killed that second person inside the site and his teammate moved in, the tides would have turned because they themselves, in their turn, would be playing the angles now against compLexity. But at the end of the day, compLexity got the round, and the score is 14-10. Still in favor of NiP.
Yeah, trying to make this one an interesting game here. Freiburg was taken out over there inside of A, but we've actually seen majority of the players are ready to go here inside of that A bomb site for NiP. So we will see a conflict happen here. Let's go and switch over to Flaren right now. We might as well take a look here from Exist perspective here. Flaren just underneath there. Smokes over the top. Now they know that there's 2 players over there. They know that Flaren, that's the key component, as that Flaren is over there towards A. And so for there, they know that they can rotate as quick as possible and know that the B bomb site is completely clear. The only downside to the B bomb site is you may lose a player here through this process. Coming down, they're also going to have Hiko pushing through. He's going to get spotted there by Exist. It looks like Exist is going to be able to pick up this AK, and he'll coin this as a successful round, as he was able to take down one and pick up that AK. As we're on board here with Get Right now. Bomb will continue to tick away. This is a save round here for NiP. But being able to pick off Hiko, picking up that AK, that will be beneficial going into the next round. As we take a look here at the money, they're going to end up right around 4K. A little bit more than 4K for some. So they're going to be able to buy, but it's going to be pretty sparse. And, oh, Get Right. Uh-oh, actually, take that back. Exist getting taken down. That's going to be a pretty big deal overall, just in the overall money factor.
Yeah, and that's where you're right. I mean, speaking about, they know that Flaren was at A done because NiP, they don't really modify their positionings on the CT side when it comes to who's comfortable at playing their spots. That's why you always see Get Right at long. He's going to fall back a bit this time, but like you said, now that they know that Flaren is playing B and that Flaren was in A, that's why B was easily taken over.
A grenade lofted an AK over to Get Right. Get Right said, yeah, I'll go upgrade. Sure, why not? As,
and get a kill with it.
And he pulls out that AK and picks up one. But look at that. Just like that. I apologize we missed so many kills. But it was pretty quick. It was all throughout the map. We did get the chance to see that AK say, hey, use me. And now it's going to be left up to Freiburg and Get Right. Hiko does have the bomb now, as he's going to go ahead and work his way over here towards the B bomb site. He's going to have to worry about 2 different positions. Get Right coming over here. And Hiko's not really worrying about tunnels right now. That's where he came from. And the bomb will get defused here. 15-11, game point here for NiP.
Yeah, Hiko there didn't expect Get Right to have rotated that fast. Get Right, who so far has been playing a semi-aggressive along A push every time he's able to get a few kills. Like you said, the AK got in his hands. He got that confidence after that kill. After they got a few at long A and it was clear, he decided to push right away and go on that rotate because Hiko, who's nowhere to be found, was probably at B, of course, since his teammate for Get Right was also at the top A. So it was easy for them to close in from tunnels and a doorway to take out Hiko.
Taking a look over here, you can see that Get Right just went ahead and pushed right through any flashbang, had no care. As we take a look over here, let's go and see that inside of mid, this is how it's being watched here by Forrest. Forrest had been watching close quarters earlier. Does have his teammate right here, Freiberg, to be able to help him out as well. Right now they've got, as we take a look here at the setup here, Freiberg now pushed up close inside of mid now, ready to give some cover fire here. Simphis going to be just on the other side of the door here. As a little bout going on there between Swag and Faflaren. Faflaren getting dropped down to 44 HP over inside of B. They'll start to be able to push up there. Freiberg able to pick up one. That's going to allow Sean Gares to get a position here inside of mid. Now, seeing whether or not Forrest will peek out here or not. He gives up his position by picking up that nade from Simphis. And now he's going to back out of there. He does pick up nothing does pick up the op there from Sean Gares. And Swag will pick up one. Hiko's going to go down. Now it's going to be down to a 1-on-3.
Get right rotating, already pushing through the mid.
Swag's just going to go all out. 15 seconds left, and that's going to do it. 16-11 in favor of NiP.
Yeah, they were focusing on Forrest. I was playing towards that left mid. They didn't expect that Exister was going to play towards that right middle doorway. So as soon as they tried to commit towards that middle with that flash coming in from Sean Gares, the first one was picked off. And then Sean Gares was still trying to aim for that shot on Forrest, but as soon as he decided to switch position, and like you mentioned, he picked up that nade. Forrest heard it. He went for the angle peek, spammed through the doors, and was able to take him down. A great play overall by compLexity to try to come back in this game because NiP was on a roll so far in the first half. Like you said, they won 5 rounds in a row. They came back in this one. They lost 16-11, but at least they're making it a closer game. We'll see what's going to happen in the second map.
Yeah, as you kind of take a look here, just looking at the my notes that I have for this game so far. Again, NiP taking the pistol round. Went from there. They won, like you said, 5 consecutive rounds in a row. They lost that main gun round. That's where it made a huge impact. They really weren't picking up that many kills to get into it. They were on the CT side during this time, talking in terms of compLexity. One of the big rounds that to note that we'll have to take a look at the highlight for is the 4 kills from Swag with that AWP inside of B. That was fun to watch. Then if we backtrack go even further than that, during the 10th round, Get Right had a huge flank that happened there.
Yep.
He came all the way back around. They had 3 guys there for compLexity who were going in to get that diffused, and Get Right was coming around towards Long A on the flank and got him and just basically picked him apart. Actually, I take that back. The bomb was down inside of the B bomb site. They were going to go towards that side. Sean Gares was watching from A ramp from CT spawn area to get that pick through the double doors. So is Hiko. Hiko is pushing right there through CT spawn at the same time. Get Right flanks with the AK and takes out both of them because they weren't aware of that. They could have been able to pick up that round. But again, huge flank by Get Right. Go back to the pistol round. Again, highlight reel type stuff here. 4 kills for Simphis. But really what it comes down to it is Freiberg is playing lights out. He had multiple 3-kill rounds, multi-kill rounds. So I'm actually a huge fan of Freiberg in the way he controls. I can see why he didn't make the switch from the Colt to the M4, from the M4 to the Colt. But because he's just so effective with that M4A4.
And for compLexity side, you still have a few players that have stepped up that have played some good rounds. Like you mentioned, Simphis. Hiko is playing always his double kills very often in his match. You had Swag that had a nice 4K going on with that AWP to hold that B bomb side to actually start giving that momentum back to compLexity. That's when they started slowly catching up when compLexity was playing their CT side. But I think what was lacking a bit there is nothing in Sean Gares. Sean Gares actually, I think, only had 1 kill on the second half with the AWP. His shots weren't on, but at the same time, NiP plays such a patient game. They never really peek coming out left and right. They wait for the pop flashes like you mentioned before. Before peeking, they're not counting on their aim. They're counting on their teamwork. So that's why Sean Gares doesn't have that much of an opportunity to get any shots on the side.
One of the key components, too, is that the way that NiP anticipates the choke points. For instance, whatever Sean Gares was watching from A ramp towards Catwalk, they anticipated that shot. And so what they did is they had, I believe it was Forrest, just knowing his movement, especially watching him do surf maps.
Yeah.
Whenever he jumps off of the box and rotates around, basically drawing in the gunfire, exist peeks out. No kill happens, but from there, now you put Sean Gares into a very tough position to hit a really difficult shot at that point. So there, again, it's just kind of how all things come together there. NiP just anticipating how the flow of the game. They understand exactly the right timing. Again, one of the interesting things to me, it was down to a 2v3 whenever they had two players that were over there towards Catwalk. And they were still worried about them being on any other side of the map whenever they had all of the exit points covered. And that right there was just, it's crazy to me, because what that did was it spread out the defense. They had one player at long A, they had one player that was watching the flank towards Cat, and they had one player that was looking inside of mid and decided, okay, I'll go through CT spawn. From there, they had a 2-on-1 battle everywhere they went. And so that's why NiP was able to pick up that round as well. So it's just those little things that make a difference of why NiP is such a strong and powerful team.
So we'll see what's going to happen as we wait for the second map to start. But I think we're going to take a quick break as these guys are recuperating. I saw compLexity stepped up, and they went outside of this room to actually talk about how they want to play this second map. NiP is just trying to absorb this first win and bring this momentum into the second one. But we'll see what's going to happen. So for Vancilli and Dunn, we'll be right back for the ESEA Season number 14 LAN Finals, the Grand Finals between compLexity and NiP.